I start, I'd like to ask a request, a favor for all of you. A couple of things. Please move forward, because that's the kind of sunnah thingy we need to do as much as possible. Move forward. And put away all your handy-dandy devices, please. Phones, whatever you have, put them all out. And make sure that it's silence, because this job is very difficult as it is. If it's buzzing, it just really distracts me. And I'm going to lose my chain of thoughts, and you're going to hear me haba, 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 which is not going to be one of those things you want to experience when you're coming for Khutbah Jummah, inshallah. Okay, let's start, inshallah. And I'm going to give you guys kind of summary of what this religion is all about. That's what you're going to get today, inshallah. Okay. Inna alhamdulillah, without a doubt, certainly without a doubt, all praise and thanks and gratitude belongs to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Nahmaduhu, for that reason, we praise Him. For that reason, we thank Him. When we say thank you, Allah, and we show our gratitude to Him. وَنَسْتَعِينُهُ, and we ask for what? Assistance. We ask for help. On the matters that are under our control, and also on the matters that is outside of our control, we ask help in all those instances. وَنَسْتَغْفِرُهُ, and no doubt when you get the help, when you ask, and be sure that you will get the help, we will have shortcomings. There will be shortcomings, there will be things that we're going to miss, there are things that we're going to take shortcuts and all that. We ask for forgiveness. وَنُؤْمِنُ بِهِ وَنَتَوَكَّلَ عَلَيْهِ, and we believe in Him. We believe in Him, in Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, your master, my master. We believe in Him. And on top of it, here's the critical part. وَنَتَوَكَّلُ عَلَيْهِ, we put our full and conditional trust in Him. We trust Him in every matter, every single thing. That He is going to do you good all the time. He's going to show you the best way, that He's going to take care of you, He's going to protect you. We want to put our full trust in Him. وَنَعُوذُ بِاللَّهِ مِنْ شُرُورِ أَنفُسِنَا, and anytime we do this, we ask for help and we come short, we ask for forgiveness, come short, and one of the areas we come short all the time is our own actions. The things that we do on a daily basis, on any moment. We ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to what? A'udhu, to protect us from that. That means we are not capable of protecting ourselves, because we have forces outside of this. Tons of areas that actually are going to impact what we do, and we say, so what do we do? We ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala for protection from our own actions. وَمِن سَيِّئَاتِ أَعْمَالِنَا. Now here's what gets interesting. Every action has equal and opposite reaction. You heard that before? If you haven't, for those of my younger brothers and sisters, you will learn that. And you'll be like, what does that mean? That's what you're going to figure out, inshallah, soon, in school. That means anything that you do, it has something left behind. It will be left something, a reminiscence of some sort of byproduct will be left behind. And we ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala for protection from that as well. What does that mean? If we do something that in our books and our scholars teach us, if you do something good, anyone else follows that good, you will get a portion of that reward. You will get a portion of the reward. Anytime on the same token you do something not so good and you left it behind, anyone else follows that, you'll get a little portion of that bad as well. Let me give you an example. Really mundane stuff. When we read in these things in these books, they were talking about lofty stuff. Forget about lofty stuff. Here's a really quick example for you. You came here for Jummah today, you're sitting there. You're sitting there, and you have your phone with you, and you became conscious, you just silenced it, or you put it on airplane mode. You do it on your own. The dude sitting next to you, the brother next to you, the sister sitting next to you, and overlooks is like, oh, silence the phone. Let me do the same thing. And he or she silences his phone. You didn't do anything. You didn't do, hey, do the same thing I'm doing. None of that stuff. You just did something for yourself. That person did exactly what you did. That person got a reward, and you got exactly what reward he got. For the rest of his life, anywhere he goes, he silences his phone, you will get a reward for it. That's what it means when you do something good. Consciously, subconsciously. My apology for all those guys, I'm going to be spinning all over you. In front row, they're going to be like doing those, that, like, okay, what's going on here? Consciously, subconsciously, you do something good, you will earn something when someone else follows that as well. That's what we are saying here. When we do something not so good, may Allah save us all from that. Ya Allah, I ask for protection. وَنَشْهَدُ أَنْ لَا إِلَهَ إِلَّا اللَّهُ وَحْدَهُ لَا شَرِيكَ لَهُ. All the things that I said for the past 5 minutes sums up in here. We all testify, we all say with the loudest voice, all together, that there is absolutely no one, no power, and no one worthy of worship except the one and only one, that is your master, my master, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. He has a name given to you and I, Allah. And this Allah, the one you and I worship, that's why we're here today, He sent a messenger to you and I. وَنَشْهَدُ أَنَّ مُحَمَّدًا عَبْدُهُ وَرَسُولُهُ. We call him Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wa sallam. Allah says this, يَا أَيُّهَا الَّذِينَ آمَنُوا اتَّقُوا اللَّهَ حَقَّ تُقَاتِهِ فَلَا تَمُوتُنَّ إِلَّا وَأَنْتُمْ مُسْلِمُونَ. He says in his book, that book over there that you and I kind of look over. All believers, first of all, you've all been called believers, which is phenomenal. Not all Muslims, all believers, elevated status. All believers, ittaqullah. Make sure that you develop a consciousness of Allah, awareness of this Allah, awareness of this master of yours, into the level, to the level that he deserves it, and in no circumstance don't you dare, وَلَا تَمُوتُنَّ, there's emphasis on Arabic, under no circumstance don't you dare forget this rule that you supposed to be aware of him, and you forgot that, and you departed this world. Often when we talk, especially in the Khutbah Jum'ahs or anywhere else, when we talk, we constantly touch on the basics, and we go over and over again. What am I talking about? Let me give you a clear, simple example for all my younger ones here, and it's applicable to everyone. If you learn 2 + 2 is 4, at some level, 2nd grade, 5th grade, I don't know when do you learn that these days? You go to middle school, and you're still trying to learn 2 + 2 is 4. You go to high school, you're learning, oh, 2 + 2 is, I think it's 4, let me figure this out. You go to college, like, I think 2 + 2 kinda is 4-ish, maybe 3, 4-ish, and you continue doing the same thing over and over again, you will never ever advance. You'll never get anywhere. You know, when we talk about the golden era of Muslims, that we discovered the clock, we discovered this and that and architecture. Yes, alhamdulillah, that is true. They were not stuck on 2 + 2. They constantly moved beyond that. 2 + 2 wasn't doing it. They had to go beyond that to say, all right, now let's move beyond algebra 1. Let's do geometry. Let's do calculus. Let's do whatever else comes out of that. I don't know. I'm not that smart. They went beyond that. They made all these discoveries because they thought, they put their head into action. Why am I saying this? Because each time that I try to come in contact with our, I'm not pointing to young brothers and sisters, anyone. We're constantly going into really basic fundamental stuff in Islam and in religion, and we never go beyond it. Let me give you an example, if I may. Let's pick a sport. Let's pick a sport because it's like March Madness and all that stuff going on. Let's pick a sport. Let's say baseball. I'm involved with baseball a lot these days. Say it's baseball, Little League also. If you practice baseball 20 minutes a week, and you think you want to get good, you want to get really awesome. Okay, this address is to my younger brothers. You want to make it to the high school baseball, 20 minutes baseball practice a week. That's it. What are your chances making it to high school? What are your chances making it to college baseball, getting a scholarship with 20 minutes a week? Maybe on a Sundays, an hour or so. You put in an additional hour, which you are not really into it, but you kind of want to put into it because maybe your mom said that, maybe your dad said that. It is good for you. Just go there and go practice. Maybe it's the other way around. Maybe the son is telling the dad, hey dad, get up man, let's shoot some hoops. And you're doing practice 20 minutes a weekish. That's what you do. It is a ball, goes through the hoop. It's a ball and a bat and a glove. That's about it. 20 minutes. It is not going to cut it. It will not cut it for you at all. If you and I try to this religion and think we are trying to learn Islam by 20 minutes on Fridays and khutbah, here. And you and I are being forced to go to Sunday school, maybe the best of us, Sunday school, because you're half sleepy and you're come there and just keep a seat warm. That's all there is. Subconsciously there, but not really there. That is our method of learning this religion. I tell you, we'll never advance. We are stuck at plus 2 plus 2. 2 plus 2, that's where we are. We're never going to go beyond that. Never going to go beyond that. Allah says, هو الذي أرسل رسوله بالهدى ودين الحق. Two things. We talked about this Prophet ﷺ that came to you and I. He brought two things with him. What are those two things? I'm going to kind of stuck on the first one all the time. The first one is religiosity. What does that mean? All the things that your religion says to do, my religion says to do. Pray and get to know Allah and do the fasting and do all. That's it, religiosity. And we stop there, which is really sad. We stop there. And we say anything beyond that, we're going to think about it, how to do it. It's not part of religion. Who said that? This is the second component. Wal huda, the method by which you live your life every single moment, every single day. It is part of this religion. It is part of what this Prophet brought to you and I. What does that mean? Then when you wake up, how you want to dress up, how you want to brush your teeth, how you going to wash yourself, how you going to shower, for God's sake, how you going to walk. When you walk outside, what are you going to do when you look at the trees and all that stuff? When you look at animals, what are you going to do? How are you going to Snapchat? Oh, what? Snapchat's in the Quran? Yes, it is. This is your homework. Go figure it out. If you look for the Snapchat in the Quran, you're not going to find it. But it is there. Because Allah says in the Quran, وَعَلَّمَ الْآدَمَ الْأَسْمَاءَ. Allah taught Adam every single name, every single knowledge. The knowledge of Snapchat was taught to him, but he didn't say Snapchat. He got the knowledge. And you and I are getting an extension of that knowledge, which each time that you and I are researching and putting our brains into action, we are actually getting an extension of the knowledge. Everything that you do in life, outside of prayers, it is part of this religion. That's what the Prophet ﷺ taught. Why do you and I think the Quran is testifying that he has absolutely the best character? What is character? I ask my young brothers and sisters, I ask my kids, what is character? They say trait. What is trait? It's a big, lofty SAT word. I don't know what it is. Bring it to my level so I understand what character is. Sorry. Character. It is exactly what it is, what I just said. When you get up, what you do? If you don't make your bed when you get up and your mom and dad says 100 times, kid, make your bed. Otherwise, you're not going to be able to play video game, and you don't even care. That is part of your character. If you put your pants there and your underwear shows up, that is not the character that you and I are building. Seriously. I'm not trying to be hilarious here, but this is part of the character that you and I need to build. That is all part of this religion. I might be coming here again, I don't know, maybe not after this. But what I want to do, if I come back here again, inshallah, I'm going to give you some tidbits about this book. This awesome book that we have. This awesome book. You're going to go back to the example of this baseball that you're doing 20 minutes a week. What about your coach speaks in Turkish, and the manual is in Turkish? How are you going to learn this baseball by listening to Turkish and trying to read the Turkish? It ain't gonna work. This book is in Arabic. You have to spend time with this. One of the greatest gifts that you and I have, it comes by the hadith, is time. It is time. One of the best gifts is coming up soon, in a couple of months, inshallah, for you and I, is coming up in 2 months. It is that month. It is a gift to come close to this book. We go beyond holding over the bride's head or trying to read, make some du'as and kuf. That's not what the book is meant for. This book is for you and I to get something, because Allah says, لا ريب فيه هدى للمتقين. Right off the bat, right at the beginning. Hey, right off the bat. Hey, got that thingy linkage to what I'm trying to say? There's absolutely no doubt about it. If you're thinking there's something there now, then you're not doing justice to yourself. It is a guidance. It's a GPS for you and I. It's a blueprint of how to live your life. Allah is giving you this gift. You might think, Ramadan is a gift, but I'm going to be hungry and thirsty. It is a gift for you to come close to this book. And this is what I'm going to do, inshallah, when I come back again. I'm going to tell you one ayah in my khutbah, what that means, what is it trying to tell you, and how it's going to help you. أقول قولي أستغفر الله لي ولكم واستغفروه إنه هو الغفور الرحيم. إن الحمد لله والصلاة والسلام على رسول الله صلى الله عليه وسلم. قال الله تعالى قرآن في القرآن يا أيها الذين آمنوا. We read that. Consciousness of Allah. It's a big topic. It's a big topic. It's a big lecture. It's a big discussion. Many books have written on it. What that means to be aware all the time that Allah is watching you, so you will not get caught in a manner that you don't want to get caught. إن الله وملائكته يصلون على النبي. Allah and all the angels. I cannot count them. There's no way you can count them either. Every single one, they do one thing on a constant basis. They send salam, salawat, all those blessings to Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Ya ayyuhal ladhina amanu, all of you do the same thing. Sallu alayhi wa sallimu taslima. Inna Allah wa malaikatahu yusalluna alayhi. Allahumma salli ala Muhammad wa ala ali Muhammad kama sallaita ala Ibrahim wa ala ali Ibrahim innaka Hamidum Majid. Allahumma barik ala Muhammad wa ala ali Muhammad kama barakta ala Ibrahim wa ala ali Ibrahim innaka Hamidum Majid. Let's make dua inshallah. ربنا لا تؤاخذنا إن نسينا أو أخطأنا ربنا ولا تحمل علينا إصرا كما حملته على الذين من قبلنا ربنا ولا تحملنا ما لا طاقة لنا به واعف عنا واغفر لنا وارحمنا أنت مولانا فانصرنا على القوم الكافرين آمين. I'm going to close with this. With this ayah of Quran that you hear all the time. You have heard me before here. Standing here, I give homeworks. I'm a teacher, I give homeworks all the time. I love giving homeworks to kids. And I love seeing them cry. Because they made last minute and they didn't do it. Here's your homework. Allah says this, and you gotta think about it, why he says that. And here's the bigger homework. You have 2 months from this until Ramadan. If you actually ponder upon it, think about it, try to understand it, try to implement just one idea from that, one advice from that ayah, you'll be successful. I guarantee that because Allah guarantees you that. إِنَّ اللَّهَ يَأْمُرُ بِالْعَدْلِ وَالْإِحْسَانِ وَإِيتَاءِ ذِي الْقُرْبَى. Allah is commanding you and I 3 things. Do 3 things. وَيَنْهَى عَنِ الْفَحْشَاءِ وَالْمُنكَرِ وَالْبَغْيِ. He is commanding you to leave 3 things. 3 things. What are those 3 things? In order to become successful. بِالْعَدْلِ, just. Be just. Justice in every aspect of your life. In your thoughts, in your mind, in your actions, in what you do, in your approach, in your schools, in your businesses, in your relationships, spousal relationships, anything that you touch, you gotta be just. And Allah says, here's an example. If you're gonna be just, here's where you can start. وَإِيتَاءِ ذِي الْقُرْبَى. Start from your own family. Start with your own family. Start with your own brother, sister, mom, dad, cousins. Whatever it is, start there. You see sarcasm, you see snapping at each other, you see taking each other's rights, start there. And then once you figure this out, okay, this is my baseline, constantly move up, constantly make yourself better. Go beyond 2 + 2. That's what Allah says. Ihsan means go beyond your status quo. Always reach to the highest level, higher level, and higher level. That's what Allah is trying to telling you to do. On top of it, on the other side, flip side of the token, if you look at it, what kills justice? What does kill justice? Fahsha, shamelessness, all kinds of shamelessness. I don't have to describe it to you. I don't have to tell you what it is. It is everywhere. Everywhere. Even the PG stuff these days have those things in it. Even the cartoons have it, which is so disgusting. All of them. Allah says, stay away. No, don't even come near it. Shamelessness. Munkar. Munkar, you and I are, it's in our DNA for some reason. I don't know why it is. Munkar means loopholes. We constantly look for loopholes. Constantly look for loopholes. It is Allah's command for you and I. Get rid of it. Get rid of it out of your mind and thoughts and actions. No loopholes. And then the last one is oppression. oppression is in all shapes and forms. When we say oppression, we're thinking about, oh, some community members, some countries oppressing some other countries, some nations, some sect. And it is a lot simpler than that. Those are the biggest ones. Yes, we understand that. You cannot boil the ocean. You got to think in your own actions. Who are you oppressing? What are you oppressing? Are you oppressing your own thoughts? Yes, you are. I can guarantee that you and I are doing this because we are not giving due time to learn this. We're oppressing everything. Allah is commanding you and I to stop it. You know, I ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to guide me and all of us, inshallah, to take advantage of this time, a couple of months, to prepare ourselves. There's no way you can run a marathon unless you practice on a daily basis, keep on running, then you're ready to run the 26, 27 miles. Ramadan is coming, there's no way you can be ready for Ramadan. Ramadan is not about hunger and thirst, guys. It is not about hunger and thirst. That's a prerequisite. If you and I are not constantly shaping our thoughts and minds, when that month comes, you're going to be fatigued, you're not going to have fun time, you're going to have, your attitude's going to suck, it's just going to have so many side effects that you do not want.